viewers. Now, the recent outbreak flood that happened in Banjul, Batos, the capital city of the Gambia, many people in the Gambia seem to have politicized the issue. But speaking to HASSOUM CEESAY, a great historian in the Gambia, did take us through some of the things that really happened in Banjul. But of course, right here we stand in here is the Cholera Memorial Obelisk. It's called the Cholera Memorial Obelisk, and this is where a lot of white people were buried when the cholera outbreak happened in the Gambia. That was in 1896, where there was an outbreak in Senegal and it happened to be transported into the Gambia, and a lot of people did died. So the place we called Banjul have died. That was the most heated place where a lot of people died, and almost according to HASSOUM, a lot of people died. We'll just talk to HASSOUM and he will actually take us through the things that happened about this memorial.
Welcome to one of the heritage sites in our Gambian capital. This is called the Cholera Memorial Obelisk. In 1869, that is 153 years ago, there was an outbreak of cholera in this town. And that reminds us of the recent flooding, because even during the recent flooding, there were fears of waterborne disease. And in 1869 it was the same. By its very nature, as an island below sea level, Batos has always had issues about flooding, about sanitation, about disease outbreak, particularly during the wet months. And in 1869, this was a very, very good example, because there was an outbreak of cholera in Senegal. Now, before you know it, the ships, transporting goods and the boats between Senegal and this, settlement brought along the disease, just like with the corona. Somebody was on a flight, arrived in the Gambia, and before you know it, the whole country was infected. Yeah. So in 1869, the same thing. And because the boat landed at the docks in what is now the port, in an area called Halfday. By then it was called Mocam Town, M-O-C-A-M, Mocam Town. But that was where also you had the docks, all the ships, backed at that place. So it was the first place of contact with the cholera, and also the hardest hit. Okay? In fact, out of the total 4,000 people who live in Batos, that's Banjul here, 1,800 died. Okay?
That's a huge number.
Within a period of 3 weeks, almost half the settlement perished. In fact, so many people died that it was not even possible to bury them. Yeah. In fact, the only medical doctor in Major Weatherstone also died. So you can imagine, where doctors were dying. Then, who will take care of the sick? Now, Mocam Town was the hardest hit. Okay, because like I said, before, was the first point of contact for the disease, and that's how, in fact, in some compounds in Mocam Town, everybody died. There is a priest, a Methodist priest, who wrote in a report at the time that he entered some compounds. One compound he entered, he only found a 2-year-old baby crying.
Oh my God!
All the mother dead from cholera, the father, the sisters, the uncles, the brothers. It was only this 2-year-old girl, crying. Until the Catholic priest, Father Morgan, had to rescue that child, and that is how that name Mocam Town was changed to Halfday as a result, of the cholera epidemic. So this memorial is for the Tubabs who died in the epidemic. Now the 1,800 Gambians who died, they are buried in a mass grave, just at the entrance, of the town. Yeah. So this is really one of the, historic, monuments in the Gambia.
And
capital.
how many people were buried here?
Here, about eight dwarfs died, including the only doctor, the surgeon major. Weatherstone, his name, but their names are put, but somehow.
It's fading.
Yeah, it's fading. So, we'll have to scrub it again and then repaint it. Yeah.